Let's cross live now to our colleague Makgala Masiteng for the latest. A very good morning to you, Makgala. What's happening at the university? What are the students saying?
Good morning, Desiree. Yes, we are at the University of the Free State at the main gate. This is where earlier on students, of course, being led by SASCO, were blockading this gate, but before we know it, many police vehicles were here, and they were told that there's a court interdict against the students from blockading this main gate. But amongst some of the issues that the students are complaining about, they are raising concerns with the issue of NSFAS allowance, especially for accommodation, saying some of them are still or have still not received their allowances, and there are many who are saying that they know they've been passing and they qualify for NSFAS, but they are not getting any funding from NSFAS. And when they do communicate with the management at the University of the Free State, they are being taken from pillar to post. That's right.
What's the management saying?
Well, the management is yet to respond to our inquiries with regards to what is happening. But with me here, I have the Secretary of SASCO, Kamohelo Silike, who will just take us through some of the issues that students are complaining about. Kamohelo, thank you very much for joining us. Before we get to the concerns of the students, we have seen in the morning that you have blockaded the main gate and the police came. Do you know anything about this court interdict?
Yes, there was a court interdict against the SASCO and other student organizations by the university. It was an interdict that applied in April, but as SASCO, we are not aware that the interdict is still in place, and we are disappointed in the university that instead of engaging with its students or its primary constituency, they resort to releasing and unleashing state entities like your police to students instead of engaging with them. Because we had about 10 police vehicles that were here for students that were protesting peacefully, so because they wanted the attention of management on the issues that they were raising. But the university resorted to arrogance as always instead of engaging with the students.
So what are some of those issues that you are raising at SASCO?
The issues that we are raising, the first one it's on accommodation. We are saying there's a crisis of accommodation, of campus accommodation, where most of our students are finding themselves in a very bad conditions of campus where they are not receiving their private accommodation allowances. And this is mainly because there's a crisis in terms of HRA in managing and dealing with this application of students. There's a delay from their side, and it is causing a lot of problems for students of campus, because now landlords are losing patience with students, because it has been many months where students are not paying rent because they have still not received their private accommodation allowances from the institution. So I think the university must deal with that issue, because applications are going to close soon, and most of our students will be left stranded, homeless, with nowhere to go, because their applications are not being approved. You are saying the university must fast track that. You are also saying the university must disperse learning data to students, because you are saying the current system of Global Protect that is in use is not working. It is not efficient and effectively for students, because it can only access certain sites but cannot access certain sites. So that is causing problems in terms of our students, because students are having research and everything. So I'm saying the university must disperse data. Also saying the university must scrap academic exclusions and follow other universities as well, because we are saying students have been affected by the pandemic as well and are finding themselves in unconducive learning environments without learning devices and data and stuff like that. So I'm saying scrap academic exclusions.
Okay, that is the Secretary of SASCO just taking us through some of their concerns as students at the University of the Free State. I'm going to call another student just to take us through what he is going through as a student at the University of the Free State. You have said that you did qualify for NSFAS before, but now there's a problem.
Yes, it's a very big problem. And number one thing I must say, I have contact classes. If you have contact classes, you have to be in Bloemfontein. I don't have any private accommodation. I have to see where I scored in some of my friends. Number two, I'm expected to eat every day, attend classes. I'm expected to pass a test. There are no textbooks. There's no book allowance. So when you go to the university, it says that no. Go to talk with your sponsor, NSFAS. You go to NSFAS, it says no. We are expecting data from the university. And the university said no. Appeal. If you are not funded this year, just appeal. I've appealed in March. It's now August. Nothing has been responded to. I'm still in the dark. I'm waiting for a response.
How are you coping with all of that?
Well, it's very difficult. Number one, I live with a single mother. She has to borrow money from loan sharks and see what she can send. But it's really. But her friends, I'm living there. I'm an illegal talent. If the Lord comes now, I might be kicked out. So it's that thing. I can barely cope. Really.
Well, Desiree, those are some of the issues that students are raising about the NSFAS allowance, saying that when they contact the university, they are being told that they should contact NSFAS. And when they do contact NSFAS, they are taken back to the university saying that they must speak with the university. So as he has said just now is the fact that currently he has no funding and he's still waiting for a response from the university or from NSFAS to be able to get any allowance, as currently he is living with some of the students illegally, meaning that if the landlord do find out, he will be kicked out and he will be stranded. Those are some of the issues that students are raising at the University of the Free State, currently saying that the issue at hand is the issue of allowance, especially for accommodation, but of course for others, even for books, allowance is really a problem. And the Secretary of SASCO was also raising the issue of the fact that the internet that is being used at the University of the Free State is also giving them problems. As you know, that because of this pandemic, some students do come to the university to attend classes, but others do attend virtually. So for that, they do need to have a connection or data to be able to attend those classes, and they are having issues with the internet that is being provided at the University of the Free State. But we will be getting a response from the university's management on some of these issues that have been raised by the students.
So much, Makgala, for bringing us that update. Makgala Masiteng at the University of